Hello, I'm here this evening to share the history of an heirloom pocket watch. My maternal great-grandmother, Catherine Clark Rowley, gave this pocket watch to my grandfather, Harry Rowley, on his 21st birthday. Harry grew up in Newington and was the oldest of 5 children, although only he and 2 of his sisters lived to adulthood. From what I've learned here at the museum, at the time he received it in 1915, the pocket watch was the popular timepiece for men. Typically, wristwatches were more popular among women. But World War I changed that. For the first time, soldiers were issued wristwatches, or trench watches, which made it easier to hold a firearm and coordinate with their troops. From that, the man's wristwatch grew in popularity. When the U.S. entered the war in 1917, Harry enlisted and served in the Army. When the war ended, Harry returned to Newington, where he joined his father in the family business, the Rowley Dairy. He met my grandmother Mabel, a school teacher, and they married in 1922. 3 years later, Mabel gave birth to their only child, a daughter, Mabel Elizabeth, known as Betty, and Betty was my mother. Growing up, Betty helped her father in the dairy business, driving the milk truck and making home deliveries when needed. But with the encouragement of her parents, she went to college at UConn. She graduated with a degree in business and went to work at Connecticut General Life Insurance, known today as Cigna. While she was away at school, Betty's mother passed away. Her father engaged a live-in housekeeper, and they frequently played cards together. When my mother came home, they decided they needed a 4th to play, so the housekeeper invited her nephew to join them, which is how she met my father, Jeanne Radcliff, and they married in 1950. That same year, my grandfather Harry sold Rowley Dairy to his brother-in-law and nephew, and it became Eddy Dairy. In 1951, Harry began operating a market garden with a roadside stand, which he ran until his death in 1957. Moving forward to when my mother passed away 2 years ago and my family was sifting through boxes at my parents' house, we discovered my grandfather's pocket watch with a special handwritten note attached that we had never seen before. We decided to offer it to the American Clock and Watch Museum so that it wouldn't disappear again and it would be available for others to enjoy. We're delighted that it now has a new home here at the museum. It's currently on display in a new exhibition called In Recognition, which features clocks and watches given as gifts to mark special occasions, like my grandfather's 21st birthday. I hope you'll visit the museum and see it.